Hello, good evening everyone. We will begin our review in a short while at exactly 7 p.m. po. For those who just joined us, please do share your location, where you are from tonight habang nagjo-join po tayo sa ating review. This is Numerical Reasoning 4 and we are now in the fourth session for numerical reasoning in preparation for your civil service examination. So this is in preparation for civil service exam, but for those who are going to take the LET also, similar din naman yung mga items natin, yung general education items. So pasok pa rin naman sa ating requirements and preparation. Okay? So welcome once again to our Gurong Pinoy review. I'd like to request those who are not yet part of our private group for civil service examination, if you wish to be able to join us full-time sa ating review for tonight to get the full access to the video, please join our civil service group and you can message the Facebook group in order for you to have access to that. Ano po? Okay, so we have various reviews from Coronadal, Pangasinan, Iloilo, Misamis, Zamboanga, Antipolo. Right. So magandang gabi po sa lahat. General reminder po na for numerical reasoning, wala tayong access sa calculators during our actual examination. So I highly encourage you to practice preparing and doing your review without access to calculators or any other aids. You try to work as if you're actually taking the examination. So working on a blank space, a blank piece of paper with pencils na parang sinasimulate natin yung actual exam para hindi tayo manibago when the actual exam day happens, right? So all of our materials are similar and the disposition also gets to be similar. Ayan. What else? Please do like and follow us in our various pages, such as in Facebook and YouTube, so that you get to be updated whenever we have some schedules for our reviews and any other tips and announcements regarding the various examinations, such as civil service exam or your licensure examination for teachers. Okay, so from Tuguegarao, Pampanga, Tacurong. Right. So this is now our fourth review. I hope you got something then for these items. General reminder lang, in the last discussion, we weren't able to finish the last 10 items, I believe, 9 or 10 items. So that's where we will start with tonight. We will begin with the unfinished items from the previous discussion. So for those of you who already had a copy of the advanced set of papers, I hope you have your solving now so that we can work on them. Okay po. Once again, sa kaka-join pa lang, please do like and follow us in our various platforms such as Facebook and YouTube pages. And then also, please make sure that you are part of our civil service exam group or licensure examination for teachers group para naman po you have access to the full video of our various reviews. So if you wish to have access to all the review materials and also for the full videos, kailangan po natin maging part ng ating Facebook groups. Please message the Facebook page if you wish for more information and access to such. Ayan, and once more, please refrain from using calculators and any other aid for your review so that we could really prepare for the actual examination. And please try to, as much as possible, work on doing the review na naka-pencil, blank piece of paper, so that the actual examination is, is practice na rin, or parang emulated. Okay, sige. So without further ado, let us begin tonight's review. Time check, it's 7 p.m. Okay. So before anything else, I am Coach Faye and I am your coach for the numerical reasoning aspect, mainly for the civil service examination. And I have been a part of Gurong Pinoy, I believe, since 2017. And I have also been, naging student reviewer din po ako, naging someone din po ako na nag-review naka-benefit po ako, kumbaga, from Gurong Pinoy as a reviewer myself, no? And also, right now, isa rin po ako sa mga tumutulong na rin sa iba pang gustong makapasa kasi natulungan po ako ng Gurong Pinoy. So now I will also be helping others pass and share the good experience of having experienced coaches teach you, then we share the information that we have. I have background po in education. licensed teacher po tayo, and then CSE passer din po, all thanks to Gurong Pinoy. Ayan. So we have the following instructions for our numerical reasoning part 4. You would be asked to solve some problems, and these problems have 4 choices. Yung mga binibigay kong example. So if your answer is not in the 4 choices, please select choice number 5. Okay? Please do share your answers here in the comment section. I'd like to see how you are faring in trying to access or trying to solve all the questions that I'm asking. So I would like to request your full participation para naman po medyo interactive tayo tonight, right? Now, last discussion natin, last meeting, we weren't able to finish a few items. So we will start with those items na hindi natin natapos last time. So, if you have your advanced copy of the paper with you, we will begin with items 31 to 40. Kasi yun po yung mga items na na-miss natin last meeting, hindi natin natapos. So doon po tayo mag-uumpisa. Okay? Ayan. So we will begin with items 31 to 40. This carried over from the previous discussion natin, nung numerical reasoning part 3. Please type your choice. Ayan. So please type your choice ha. Yung number po ha, like 1. Don't type 3% or 20%. Type your choice 1, 2, 3, and 4. So may nagtatanong dito kung anong link sa civil service for online examination. Are you asking po for your how to access yung online na civil service mismo na portal or yung dito po sa group natin? So I'm not sure exactly what you're asking for po. Ayan, so I think we are receiving a few answers here in item number 31. Right. So, I believe this was parang hindi natin na fully discuss ng masinsinan ito last time. So, I just repeated the item. A starting salary of a secretary at ABC Computer Specialist is 15,000 pesos a month. Next year, the starting salary will be raised to 18,000 a month. What is the rate increase in the starting salary? So we're talking about rate. There's percentage here. We have starting salary, and then it was increased, right? So we are talking of percentage rate and base and as such. So what we're going to do is we have to consider your triangle here for percentage base rate. Bear with me po. Some of you might be a little bit fast in trying to solve, but what I'm doing here is really discussing the full equation kasi po para makabenefit tayo, and it helps din po na mare-recall natin yung mga items from time to time. As we keep on repeating the discussions and the content, kahit medyo tedious na siya, it helps in making sure that the information stick in our brains, right? So, in our triangle for percentage and rate problems, we have percentage at the top, base, and rate at the bottom. This dictates what type of equation we need to work for. When you say base, that is the original amount that we're dealing with. When you say rate, when you say base, this is the original amount that we're dealing with. Usually money natin siya, or total or number of people and such. Yung rate, ito po yung may mga fraction, decimal, percent na symbol, like our choices here. That's your rate, okay? And yung percentage, P, percentage is a portion of your base, okay po? So that's a small part that is taken from your base. So that's portion of your base, percentage, P. Right. So now let's analyze for the problem. When you're trying to take a look at problem solving, you always try to read through the problem first before you do any solving so that you are sure na you are interpreting everything appropriately. Okay? So a starting salary of our specialist is 15,000 pesos. Some keywords. We are discussing here your starting salary, right? And then it is 15,000 pesos a month. So pag sinabi nating starting salary, it gives us an idea that this is your original amount or your base. So this is your base. Next year daw, the starting salary will be raised to 18,000 pesos. So you will be raising your salary to 18,000 pesos. It means that you are changing your starting salary. You are making some adjustments here. So what is happening now? If you are making some adjustments, ano yung nangyari? So we added a portion or a certain part to your original para naging 18,000 siya. So we're talking of your P, percentage or portion here. 18,000 is not your portion. Nag-increase ka to 18,000, which means that your portion is your new amount minus the previous amount. 18,000 minus 15,000, that's going to be 3,000. That's just your portion. It's not 18,000. So we're now looking for the rate. Now, meron na tayong parts dito, P and B. We are looking for R. Looking at your equation here, nandito po yung R. And then the remaining equation, if you try to cover R, you end up with P at the top and B at the bottom. So yung equation natin is P over B. And then we have 3,000 over 15,000. And that is going to be 0.20, or as most of you have answered, it is indeed item number 2, 20%. Ayan. I think marami po yung nakakuha, so that's great. If you weren't able to take it, if there were portions na mali po yung sagot natin, feel free to take a screen cap of the solution para pwede po ninyong balikan and you could answer it correctly next time. Okay, so a moment siguro if you wish to take a screen cap. Ayan. And now let's have the next item. Number 32, please. Please comment your answer here. Again, please comment 1, 2, 3, 4. Not the actual answer doon, like 5, 3, -3, not that po, ha? Please write your option. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay. I'm receiving an answer. Ayan na po, may answer na po si JC. And then another Facebook user. Ma'am Faye, kapangalan ko. Iba lang yung spelling. Right, so, most common answers apparently is 3. Ayan. Sige. So I think we are now ready to take a look at the solution for this one. So 3 daw your answer. Let's take a look. So review lang natin. How do we solve certain equations such as this one? We have 5x plus 25 equals 10. Yung main rule lang naman po when you have your algebraic equation is that all of your variables should be on one side and then yung walang variables should be put together on the other side. So yun lang naman po. Usually, I prefer kung nasaan na yung variable, I let the variable stay in place and then yung mga walang variables, yun lang yung ina-adjust ko, nililipat ko sa kabila. So what I would do here is to transfer your 25 kasi wala siyang variable. So I would like to transfer 25 to the other side. Remember po yung rule natin, whenever you're trying something, you are trying to transfer something from one side to the other, once it crosses the equal sign, what happens is it changes sign, right? So si plus 25 nagiging minus 25. So we would end up having 5x is equal to -15. Of course, we try to isolate x. In order for us to do that, tanggalin natin yung katabing 5 ni x. So that can be canceled out by dividing 5 para mawala po yung katabing 5 ni x. We do the same on the other side. Pasensya na po, medyo nagmo-moment yung pen natin. Ayan. And you end up indeed having the answer, which is what most of you have been saying, item number 3, -3. Ayan. So, great job po para sa nakakuha ng correct answer. If you haven't, please take a screen cap of the image para ma-review natin kung saan tayo possibly nagkamali. Okay? Let's have item number 33. Sa mga kaka-join lang po again, please do share your location. Pa-drop po ng location ninyo sa comment section para naman po updated tayo kung how far our review can reach. Right. So meron po tayo dito from Kuwait. Pakitag na rin po yung mga kilala natin na gusto rin kumuha ng civil service examination or even licensure examination for teachers para po mas marami ang maaabot at matutulungan natin to pass the upcoming examinations. If you wish to have access for the full video of the review, please do join our private groups for civil service examination, and you could message our Facebook group for more information in doing so. Ayan, so I'm receiving a few answers already for number 33. Paki-review po ng answers natin. Medyo nagkakaiba po yung sagot. Oh, that's why. Okay. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Sige po. So let's take a look at our problem here. The cost of a square meter commercial lot in a certain municipality 5 years ago was 12,500, and then my 420% increase in the price last 5 years. So what's the price per meter of that lot today? So nag-increase tayo, right? So this problem is very similar sa very, very first problem na discuss natin tonight. We're talking of percentage base and rate. So let me just rewrite the problem or the equation for that para ma-remind lang tayo. Ayan. Pasensya na. Okay. So ayan po. We have percentage at the top, base, and rate here. Let's identify the parts of our problem by reading through the problem carefully. The cost of square meter commercial lot in certain municipality was, meron tayo amount dito na 12,500. Ano kaya ito? 5 years ago, tapos nag-increase. So it means that we're talking of the original amount here. This has to be our base. There was a 420% increase. Ayan na. Nag-420% increase. This means that we're talking of our rate here. The question is, what's the price per square meter of that lot today? So, ibig sabihin, we're looking here for a portion, right? A portion, a percentage. So, we're looking for P. And our equation here is, magkatabi po si B tsaka si R. So, sa mga naliliitan po sa presentation, suggestion po, baka pwede nating gumamit din po tayo ng larger screens also. If cellphone po yung ginagamit natin, hindi po natin siya ma-access ng maayos. Ayan. And also, you might have advanced access din naman po sa items natin. Pero I will make the future items larger po. Ayan. We'll do that. Okay, ayan. P is equal to B times R. Okay. Sige, ang dami-daming sumasagot ng item number 2. Very, very interesting. I'm seeing, may nakita akong 3 and meron din namang sumasagot ng 4. Right. So, B times R. So, our base here is 12,500 and then we are going to multiply our rate, which is 420% in decimal form. That is 4.20 or 4.2 lang. And the answer here is 52,500. Di ba po? But, take a look at kung anong tinatanong ng problem. What is the price per square meter of that lot today? Ano po yung presyo ngayon? So, is 52,500 the price today? Kasi po, yung 52,500 was the increase. Yun po yung dinagdag natin from your original price. So, the 52,500 is just a portion. Okay? It's just a small part or a portion lang from your original na base na dinagdag natin as you're increasing. So for example, when you're saying na, I am selling, for example, I bought a tablet. Di ba po? Pag nag-online class tayo or online work tayo, bili tayo ng tablet. If you buy a tablet for, say, 100 pesos, or sorry, 100 or let's say 10,000 pesos. You buy a tablet for 10,000 pesos. Tapos gusto mo siyang ibenta to someone else, right? So you can say na, I want to sell this tablet kasi nakuha ko siya ng mura tapos in-upgrade ko siya. May ginawa akong iba, may dinagdag ako na item. So I upgraded it so I can sell it for a higher price. So I will increase it by 100%. Di po ba? So when you say you increase it by 100%, 100% of 10,000 is 10,000. So you are not selling your tablet with the same 10,000, hindi po ba? You are increasing it by 100%. So you are increasing it by 10,000. So yung 10,000 na original price increase with 100% na 10,000 now becomes 20,000 pesos. Hindi po ba? So when you are increasing the price, you are adding that percentage or that portion to the original price. Yun po yung increase. Increase means add. So 52,000 is not yet the final price. That's what we are adding to our original price, which means magdadagdag tayo ng 52,000 pesos sa original price, which gives us a total of, ito po yung total natin. Asan na siya? Ayan. So the correct answer here is going to be item number 4, 65,000 pesos. Please be very, very careful po sa item na to. So I'd like you to take a look at that. Paki-screen ka po sa mga medyo iba yung answer. Ayan po. And please incorporate po natin sa minds natin yung increase. Pag sinabing increase, you are adding something. Increased by, pang ganyan. Nag-i-increase ka ng price. So, nagdadagdag ka talaga. It's not going to be, your percentage is not yet the answer you're looking for. Okay? So, please be very careful with that, especially since parang marami sa atin yung nag-answer ng 2 kanina. Ano po? Ayan. So, let's take a look at item number 34. Oh, meron na tayong CSE passer dito, Miss Ronalyn. Are you reviewing po for licensure examination for teachers? Kasi alam niyo po yung items natin for civil service examination ay pwedeng-pwede rin doon sa may general education aspect po, gen ed aspect po ng ating licensure examination for teachers. So, we would actually advise you na kung kukuha rin lang naman po kayo, why not? 2 exam na lang yung kukunin nyo. If you're qualified naman po. You take both licensure examination for teachers and civil service examination para you could prepare, isang bagsakan yung preparation, isang bagsakan ang kuha ng exam, hitting 2 birds with 1 stone. Di po ba? Sabay review and then sabay papasahin. Sabay ipapasa, sorry. Ayan. So do we have answers now for item number 34? Can you please share our answers for item number 34? Meron tayong answers from JC, from Faye. Okay. Let's have more po sana para makita natin on how you are taking a look at the items. My apologies if the items are a little bit, baka maliit po siya para sa iba. Pasensya na po. I will adjust that later. Lalakihan po natin ng konti. But all of these items have been sent to you in advance. So you should have access at least item. Portal ng civil service, meron po tayo, nandyan na po siya online. I-search po natin online, nalabas po yung civil service na yung office po nila para po makuha ninyo yung access natin doon. So, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking for po, no? Ma'am Sanchay, ano? Portal ng civil service, hindi po ba tayo nakapag-register? Or sa actual na examination? Or baka gusto lang ninyong maging part ng review group? So, hindi ko po alam kung ano po yung gusto natin. Number, ayun, sige, I think we've received 1, 2, 3, 4. Parang may 5 nang nakasagot dito. And the common answer here is item number 2. So let's take a closer look at that. Okay, ito po. Side note, this is why I can't really make the items very, very large kasi alam niyo po sa math, kailangan ko ng space for solving and showing you the answers. Kaya medyo maliit po talaga yung space natin for the item itself. Pero we'll make adjustments in the future items natin, okay? Sige. So in this one, we are showing your question is, what percentage of the overall total was sold to the German importer? So, when you say interpretation po ng data natin or ng graphs natin, so we have to take a look at what is there in the item. So, on the, doon po tayo sa may rows natin pababa, you have their countries, and then yung columns natin, doon sa taas, you have your months. So, you're asking here is, overall total sold to the German importer. So, hanapin po natin yung country na may Germany. Ayan po. So, it's going to be here. So, we're talking of this one. And in particular, we are looking at the overall total doon sa German importer. So, it means that we need to highlight this one. So, this is what we are focusing on. So, ano ba tinatanong natin? Percentage of the overall total was sold to the German importer. So anong percentage ba ito ng ang total? So this is your 296. So your overall total is here. So you have here a small portion of your overall. This is your P. And then your total amount, that's your base, right? So you're looking for the percentage. Wag po tayo ma-confuse. Sa percentage, yung hinahanap po na dito actually is yung rate. Yung percent or yung decimal or yung fraction. So we're actually looking for your rate. Remember that the P here stands for the portion of your base. So your R here is going to be your P over B, or your 296 over 1166, and that is going to be, for item number 34, that is 25.38 rounded off to item number 2. So most of you, I think, got it correctly. Ayan. So for those of you who got it wrong, please take a screen cap of our item here so that you could review later how you got it wrong and then understand why you got it wrong and then avoid getting the same error in the future. Ayan po. When you're trying to do mathematics, it's not about getting it right all the time or getting it right the first time. It's about identifying how to solve or how to attack problems in a certain way, how to adjust our mindset na kaya nating i-attack yung problem, kaya nating i-survive yung isang trial or challenge sa atin. And when we get things wrong, then we make sure that we can make things right. Okay po? So that's how you can make sure that you really improve in mathematics. So for item number 35, please do share your answers here in the comment section kung ano po yung ating answer. Okay. I'm receiving some answers here already. I think I have a couple from Sir Alvin, from JC. Okay. What do you mean, Sir Marvin, na walang laman yung Gmail? Paki-clarify po. Okay, item number 35. Interesting. We have a lot of 4s here, but we also have some 2s. And then may 1 din. Okay, sige. So let's take a look at item number 35. So, what percentage of the overall total was sold in May? So, May, sold in May. Asan ba yung May? Ayun yung May. And we need to look at yung total niya. What percent daw ba siya ng overall total? Ito yung overall total kasi ayan, no, dalawang total. So overall total siya. So what percentage daw ba siya of overall total? And if you remember your equation, we're actually looking for the rate here. So R is equal to P over B kasi this is just a portion of the total. And this is the total that you're talking about, the base. Yung basis natin. Hindi po ba? So it means that we're looking for your rate. Basta yung answer mo is in percent, nakadecimal siya, or in fraction, chances are you are focusing or looking for your rate. Ayan. So, ay sorry, March ba? Pasensya na po. Akala ko date yung sinasabi nyo na about the exam. Sige, ito po tayo. Dito po tayo sa May. So we're looking for percentage P na 208 over your base na 1166. So this should give you an answer na 17.84, which is rounded off to, ayon, 17.9. So the correct answer here is item number 4. So, please take a look po sa mga iba yung answer. If you could take a look and screen cap the item here para naman we get to take a look at how to revise our solving. Sa nagtatanong po on how to join the group, please follow us in our Facebook page and you could directly message our Facebook group, Facebook sa Gurong Pinoy po, para maka-access kayo sa ating civil service exam review group. That's if you wish to have access to the full video of the review, you need to be part of our group sa civil service exam. Ayan po. So please do join our Facebook group and our not just follow the Facebook group ng Gurong Pinoy, but you have to contact yung Gurong Pinoy po natin na page on how to be a part of the review group. Ayan po. Kasi you won't be able to get the full review if hindi tayo member ng group. Okay, so for item number 36, I am receiving quite a few answers here. Okay. Can we have more answers, please? Can we receive more? Ayan. Ma'am Catherine, ang dami mo namang question mark. Pinagdududahan po na ata natin yung answer natin, ah. Again po, please do share this video review to your friends or your colleagues na alam po ninyo may intention din to take the examination so that marami po at malawak yung mararating ng review natin. Ayan. Okay. And of course, please do comment yung number po ng option natin. Hindi yung answer na February, March, April, or May, but 1, 2, 3, 4, yun po yung answer natin. Okay, so for item number 36, let's take a look. Which month showed the biggest increase in total sales from the previous month? Okay, so from the previous month, what we have to do here is we have to take a look at, may nagtatanong ano answer sa number 35? It's number 4 po. Number 35 is number 4. Now, back to number 36. When you're taking a look at your from the previous month, so yung month na natalakay natin, then you have to check with the previous, right? And you're looking at the biggest increase. So how to solve this type of problem? Wala po tayong magagawa. We really have to try everything here. Hindi po natin siya madaling hanapan ng technique para madali siyang ma-solve. So you really have to assess everything, right? You really have to compare. So January, wala po siyang previous month. So out na po si January. We cannot consider it anymore. How to make things easier po so that you can avoid trying to check every month. Maybe we could just take a look at the choices. So meron tayong kung February, sandali lang po. If you want to check on February, compared po sa previous month, ang nangyari po dito ay nag-plus siya ng 14. Dito ka sa taas. So, nag-plus 14 siya. Ayan. From February to March naman, yung nangyari dyan is, nag-decrease ka, hindi ba? So, dito, bumaba siya. So, we're looking for increase. So, I won't consider that anymore. Hindi na tayo mag-solve dyan. Next, from March to April, nag-increase siya. And if you try to subtract, that is going to be 27. Ayan, parang mataas siya. So, wala na itong isa. Next is April to May, very minimal increase. And then finally, yung May to June, hindi naman siya nag-increase. So, we look for the largest one here. That's obviously 27 here. Ano siya? Is it March or April? So you're looking at your month from the previous, di ba? So we're talking of April compared to the previous. So it's April, item number 3 po. Ayan. So you should have gotten there. You should have chosen item number 3 for your option. If you weren't able to choose that item, if you have a different answer, please take a screen cap of our discussion so that you could review later how you got it wrong and try to avoid the same error later so that mag-improve po yung solving natin. If you got confused with the actual discussion, please let me know para ma-discuss natin ng maigi. But if it's just a little bit na parang may nagkamali lang ng konti and nag-gets niyo naman, we could carry on sa next item. Ayan, sige po. Yes po, tama po. Sino yung nag-comment dito na 27 yung difference? Ayan, si Jessica. Tama po kayo, 27 po yung difference. Okay, it's good to know naman namin po yung nakakakuha ng item number na ito. So again, this is the same na items number 31 to 40 sa numerical reasoning natin na part 3 last week. So if you have access to that, this is the same item. Hindi nga lang natin siya na-discuss fully last week. That is why nirepeat ko po siya ngayon. And that is why ito po yung inuna ko, this session, para po before we start something new, may closure tayo doon sa past discussion natin. Hindi po ba? Ayan. So we're all for closure. Ayan po. Sandali lang. Number 37. I am receiving a few answers here already. And quite a lot of you are saying that number 37 is, ayan, parang, oh, that's very nice. Marami po yung nagbibigay ng same na answer. Right, sige. So we're asking, what was the total value of sheet steel in dollars imported over the 6-month period? So sheet steel in dollars. So we are looking at sheet na steel. Ito po. Yung sheet po ay yung nasa gitna, yung parang medium dark yung color. So ibig sabihin po, yung tinitingnan natin ay ito. Yung mga ganito. Ayan. So sila. Tinitingnan natin. Yung nasa gitna. So we're looking for the total value of the sheet steel imported over the 6-month period. So all of 6 months, titingnan po natin yung value. So dapat po medyo malinaw po yung mata natin pag nagtitingin po tayo sa mga ganitong types of problems. You really have to look at your given na charts. Okay po? So we are taking a look at the total in terms of dollars. Yung 256 po na nakalagay dito is yung average lang per month, per ton per month. So we have to check yung per ton niya every month. So in the month of January, nandyan po siya talagang kalinya siya ng 40. So this is 40. That's for January. And then po, yung February natin is nandyan siya sa kalagitnaan ng 38 and 36. So it has to be 37. Ayan. For the month of March, kalinya siya ng 36. Kalinya siya ng 36. Same din po doon sa April, para kalinya din siya ng 36. Ayan. Now, let's take a look at May. Si May naman ay kalinya ng, asan ba? Oh, May and June. Dalawa sila, kalinya sila ng 34. So, meron tayong dalawang 34. Sandali lang po. Now, when trying to add these numbers, you could do the traditional addition. Ako po, when I try to add these numbers, what I do is, I pair off items na pwede mo siyang ma-add easily. Like for example, 34 and 36. 6 and 4 will give you 10, hindi po ba? So when you add 34 and 36, it gives you 70. Right? And then meron po tayong another 36 and 34. That's another 70. Parang it helps addition become easier, right? So meron tayong 70 and 70, tapos meron tayong 40. So 70, 70, that's 140, plus 40, that's 180, plus 37, then that's going to be 217. So 217 po yung total natin. But that's just tons, right? Yung hinahanap po natin is yung value natin in dollars, imported over the 6-month period. So what we have to do is use this value here times $256. So i-multiply natin siya sa $256. Ayan, multiply natin. That should give you the amount na 55,550. So if you answered item number 3, then you got it right. Okay po. Sir Mark, yung answer po sa number 36 is item number 3. Nanghihingi si Sir Mark ng item number 36. Option 3 po yung answer sa item number 36. Ayan. So, if you have no more questions for number 37, ito po yung... So, both po, yung 36 and 37, pareho silang option 3, yung answer. Ano po? Now, let's have item number 38. pasensya na po if hindi ako agad makaka-react sa comment ninyo, no? If I'm looking at the presentation screen. So I am doing my best naman po to try to take a look at all your comments. Pero minsan po may delay lang tayo. Hindi rin kasi real time nag-a-appear sa akin yung comments niyo. Yung item number 35 naman po is option 4. Number 35 is option 4. Ma'am Jeneline, yan. Ma'am Jeneline, yung item number 35 is option 4. 36, 37 is 3. Ganito na lang po. Every time na meron tayong, I will do a summary of the answers later. Pagdating natin 31 to 40, isa-summarize natin para yung mga medyo may hang up sa previous items, mare-review nila. Sige po. Ayan. Number 38, meron na po ba tayong answer? Oh, magkakaiba yung answers natin. That's very, very interesting. Let's take a look at this. Sige. Item number 38. Ready na po ba tayo? I think I'm receiving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sige. Ayan. So please do comment po yung answers niyo dito sa ating comment section kasi it helps me understand if marami na po yung nakakatapos mag-solve. Ayaw din naman po natin na hindi pa kayo tapos, ibinigay ko na yung answer, hindi po ba? Parang hindi siya, parang hindi nakaka-encourage na tapusin yung solving. So again, I encourage you to really write your, post your answers here in the comment section para naman po ma-adjust natin properly yung pace. So if I don't see a lot of answers here, I will not move on po sa solution para mabigyan po ng chance yung iba sa atin na makapag-solve with more time. Right? So ito, I think we're ready. What was the difference in thousands of tons? So we're talking tons, ha? Ito po yung hinahanap natin. We're talking of thousands in tons. So yan yung unit na hinahanap natin later. Between coil sheet, coil steel, and sheet steel. So kino-compare natin yung coil and sheet. Di po ba? Pero it's just in the first 4 months of the year. Ayan. So yung mga medyo iba yung pagkakaintindi, baka may time pa tayo mag-change yung options natin. This is why po, especially sa math item, tapusin po talaga natin yung pagbasa ng problems kasi minsan alam niyo po, iba yung binibigay tapos biglang iba pala yung hinihingi. So, you have to be particular with what is being asked with the question. So, double check po talaga tayo sa math, sa numerical reasoning, especially in word problems. Because sometimes the direct answer that you get is not the final answer yet. Okay? So this is not just a test of your mathematical skills, but also your understanding natin and analysis na skills, no? So comprehension po natin. Magkaakibat po ito sa English understanding natin. Ayan, sige, mas marami na pong answers nga. Sige, now, you're trying to compare coil steel and sheet steel. Yung coil po natin is yung pinaka-light na color. Ayan, that's coil. And then yung sheet is yung the middle one. That's sheet. So we don't need the dollars aspect, we just need the tons. So we will need to compare the first two ones. So compare natin sa first 3 months doon sa my item number 38. So check po natin. Sandali lang ha. Palitan natin yung, I'll make the sheet, gawin natin itong blue para hindi siya confusing masyado. So, let us check your coil first. Yung coil natin is yung pinakauna. So ito, align talaga siya dito. Sorry. So this is going to be, yung first month natin ay 30. Tapos yung second month natin is, ayan siya, nasa gitna siya. So it's going to be 31. And then your third month is, ayan, nag-match talaga siya dyan. So it's going to be 93. And then for your sheet steel naman, yung second one, ayan, it's 40. First month, second month is 37. And then your third month is 36. So as you can see, medyo malaki pa yung difference natin, ano po ba? So that's 6, 10, 11. So you are asking for the difference in thousands of tons. So difference, you simply have to subtract. So subtracting them should give you what po? Subtracting them should give you 20. Ayan. So please choose po option 4, not the answer na 20. Ayan. So I think quite a lot of you have already given the same answer. So yung mga iba lang po siguro, baka iba lang po yung number of months sa kinuha. Again, if you got a bit confused with this item, just take a screen cap of the discussion para madali po ninyong balikan later. If medyo super lost po tayo, please let me know so we could discuss the item a little bit more with a little bit more detail. Ayan po. Sige. Now we have here item number 39. Yung previous item po, 38, was option 4. So let's have a look at item number 39. Number 39. Ayan, medyo, okay. Medyo magkaiba po yung answer natin. Hindi po ba? But actually, to help you ease the way into solving this, tingnan po niyo yung problem. Approximate ratio of sheet steel and coil steel. So, sheet steel, and coil steel for the first 3 months of the year. Actually, this is the same na solving from the previous item, hindi po ba? So you don't need to repeat the solving here. You refer to your answer sa previous item because that should help you. The sheet steel in the previous item was, I believe, 113 po yung nakuha nating answer kanina. And then the coil steel was 93. So we just need to get the ratio. But take note, it's an approximate ratio. Bakit po sinasabing approximate ratio? Kasi po, honestly, this type of problem is something na hindi po siya nagbibigay ng precise amounts. So it's showing you bar graph here. This is a type of multiple bar graph po, yung tawag dito to be specific. In this multiple bar graph po, hindi niya binibigay yung specific amount per month. So meron po tayong konting approximation. Like sinabi natin, yung 30 po ba dyan, is that perfectly 30? Or like 29.8, 21, 29.9? Yung 31 po ba ay talagang 31? O baka 31.1, 31.2? So we're only doing approximation. So what you get here may not be precisely the same answer. So when you say 113 and then 93, baka hindi po yan yung exact answer. Baka it might vary with a few decimal places or a few numbers or a few items na difference. So the answer might not match perfectly with what we expect. So what we know though is our ratio is 113 is to 93 kasi ratio of sheet steel and coil steel. Hindi po ba? 113 and 93. So pag gamitin niyo po yung 113 and 93, unfortunately, it's the lowest term already, hindi po ba? You cannot take a lowest term of that. Hindi mo na siya masisimplify. So how do you match that with your choices? So in this case, it's going to be simple because, take a look, it's 113 is to 93. The first item is larger than the second item. And in your choices, only one qualifies, right? It's only this option. Kasi in every other example here, mas malaki yung second item compared sa first. So hindi siya masyadong malaking adjustment of your solving kung paano natin siya i-relate. And another thing is that 113 and 93 is very, very similar to item number 1. So that's our answer here. Mainly because its larger value is to smaller value and only item number 1 is matching it. Okay po? Ayan. So, we will now proceed to item number 40. Wag po natin kasi i-expect that all of the items po sa problem solving natin could give you a precise answer, especially if you are dealing with charts na hindi naman siya nagbibigay ng exact amounts. So in these types of charts po, it's more of a visual presentation on how big the change is. It's not really meant for actual na exact na computations. It's more on approximations siya. So when you're dealing with approximations, expect some adjustments in your values. I think I can, ito po, sige. In the next few items, pwede ko po siyang i-enlarge. Pero hindi ko na po ma-enlarge yung item number 40 kasi na-max out ko po yung space doon sa may, ito. I think that's the most that I can do. Kasi na-max out ko na po yung space doon sa item eh. Yung height po niya. So hindi ko po siya ma-enlarge. But I will do that for the succeeding items. Which month showed the largest decrease in total imports over the previous months? Ayan. So again po, I cannot enlarge it perfectly kasi po, paglalakihan ko siya, matatakpan po yung item or matatakpan yung chart. So that only happens here in this particular item ng siguro, ano, kasi medyo may chart po siya. So yung tinitingnan na natin is the largest decrease compared sa previous month. So we're only looking at, you don't have to compare everything, take note of that. Andyan sa choice nyo, it's just February, March, April, May. So we don't have to we don't have to do January kasi wala siyang previous month. And we don't have to do June kasi wala na siya sa may item natin. So yeah, so we are just looking at that one. Largest decrease in total imports over the previous months. So we're looking at your total. So pag sinabi po nating total, lahat po tinitingnan natin, right? So it's not just the, tawag natin dito, it's not just one type of steel. So ayan, let's start po sa may very first na graph from the left. Ayan. So I can enlarge this now, like that po. Ayan na natin sa value. Okay, so from the left po tayo. Largest decrease yung hinahanap natin. So when you're talking of this one po, largest decrease, sandali lang. So from here to here, nag-plus 1 siya. Tapos, from here to here, what happened is 40 to 37. What happened? And then, meron tayong 40 to 37, that's minus 3. Dali lang po. I'll need to remove this. Nag-minus 3 siya. And then next is from here to here, what happened there is plus 2. So sa February po, plus 1 minus 3 plus 2, wala. Wala tayong change dyan. Hindi po ba? 0, 0 po siya. Now, let's take a look at your March. Sa March naman po, tingnan natin compared to your previous. So, from here to here, meron tayong plus 1. From here to here, meron tayong minus 1. And from here to here, meron tayong 34 to 31, parang minus 3 ata siya. So, meron siyang minus 3 in total. Now, let's take a look at the next item here. From March to April. From March to April, this is from here to here plus 2. Ito, wala lang. Steady lang. Ito. This is minus 1. So, wala siyang decrease. We don't consider that. Yeah, wala siyang decrease. Next item is from, ito naman po siguro yung gagamitin natin. From April to May. So, meron tayong, from April to May, meron tayong plus 2 dito. And then from here, minus 2. And then from here, it's